Good afternoon, and welcome to my garage. It's Friday, and I promised an update on the steering wheel today. And so here's where we are. Old steering wheel is here. It's been removed, and you can see where the connectors go here. And the good news is that the new steering wheel is in. And the main visual difference, of course, is these metal-ish balls versus the rubberized plastic on the old version. I can tell you that from looking at it, there's also a change down here where there is now a module installed in here. And we think that is some kind of steering wheel module to give some support to the heated function. All the connectors and plugs did plug in no problem. Here's the bad news. We were working with the Tesla Mobile Techs for quite a while, and if we go to climate, you'll see that I still don't have a heated steering wheel. The icon would show up right about here, and you'd be able to tap it. So we were not successful in getting it to work. They looked through a number of different things, and what they were able to find is that they were not able to change the configuration to support the heated steering wheel when they plugged into the car. It just doesn't seem like it's an option. And so a couple questions about hardware. We know there's now a module that's controlling this. We do believe it's in the steering wheel, so the car has the equipment. There was some question about, I think, body control modules. There's a front, left, and right. As to whether maybe it's the left control module that supports the function. Not sure yet, but doing some investigating to try to figure it out. They did also check and see that retrofits and that configuration change is available for the older Model S's, and they thought that maybe it's just too soon, and that functionality hasn't yet been activated for them. But we're going to continue doing some homework. But in the meantime, I said, forget it. Let's put the wheel in. Let's just have the hardware at least. And as things change, and hopefully as their ability to change configuration changes, I'll be able to continue down this road, and I'll keep all of you updated as we make progress. So old steering wheel out, new steering wheel in, no functionality yet, but running down all the options, and eventually we'll figure it out. It might just take a little bit of time, and I'll have to be patient, which is okay. One more thing that they did find, though, when they came in, so as you know, we updated the center console to Center Console 2.0. Interestingly, there is a configuration change that the Mobile Techs can make when you put in the Center Console 2.0. We didn't initially make that change. When Mobile Tech didn't check when we dropped off the part and installed it and did the key card reader, but there is a configuration change. So they did flip that switch, and so the car shows now in their system as having 2.0 console. Don't know what it does, don't know if it matters, but it's interesting that they can make the configuration change here in their system for a console, but something is limiting us on the steering wheel. And as you know, we were able to make the configuration change and push the update for boombox, and as you can see, that is active. And if you have any questions about a couple other of the updates that I made, which was the boombox, the center console, the laminated glass, you can check out some of the prior videos. One other interesting thing that I did do over the course of the last several days is I installed a Precut PPF kit on the front end. I can tell you, thank you to the Bearded Tesla guy on YouTube. I did use the North Tints coupon code that he put on his channel and followed as much as I could his install instructions. You know, on camera it probably looks pretty good, and I can tell you it was my first time ever putting it on. You know, it's a partial hood, and you can see the line there. I think I did a decent job. I can tell you the front bumper is an absolute nightmare. Lots of stretching, And I can tell you, I also did a little cutting. The ends over here were just not working out for me. Thankfully, I had a scalpel and also a syringe. And so I used a needle and I used a scalpel, and I actually just cut right down this side here to remove any fingers that I was struggling with. There's the cut line, actually. To remove any fingers I was struggling with down this edge to make sure I was clear of that parking sensor. And I did a similar thing on the other side where I just was tired of fighting with it, and I'm not so worried about these sides here. So I did do some cutting. In particular, you can see it right here on camera clearly in this light. You can't really see it when you're standing away from the car. It's like I said, this is a self-done job, and you know, was it worth it? You know, I'm still saying, you know, it'd have been about $2,000 to put this on at a shop. Some said $1,500. You know, I didn't find much cheaper than that. But this was about $260 or $70, and was able to do it in my garage. So, you know, the job is to provide protection. I think it will. I did also put it over the headlights and over these fog lights and daytime running lights. So it does look okay. I mean, from a distance, no one's ever gonna criticize the job. But when you get up close, if you're really picky, you'll notice that it's done at home. All right, so that's all I have for you today. I do appreciate you checking in, and subscribe if you haven't. I'm going to keep posting updates here, and I'm going to keep trying new things. If you're interested in a radar detector, I did do a video on that. It's a blend mount. You can use the Model 3 blend mount and mirror tap that goes up here into the harness that plugs into the reading lights and emergency flashers. If you haven't seen that, check that out. I also did a video where I showed you installing this PPF here from Tesla on the rear doors. Just a side note, you know, I did do the Tesla front flaps, the Tesla PPF back here, the North Tints 3M Pro kit on eBay, Precut up here. And if you have any questions about anything, let me know. Always looking for future projects. So if anybody has any ideas of things they'd like to try, I heard Retrofit auto dimming mirrors as one suggestion. But if you have other ideas, please let me know, and happy to try everything. Thanks so much. Have a great day, and sorry I wasn't successful yet on the heated steering wheel, but I want you to know it just isn't quite plug and play yet. Not quite ready to go all the way on that one, but we're going to keep updated with Tesla, and I'll continue to let you know as we make progress on configuration, and we'll track down the problem eventually. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.